Representative Corry, the low carbon fuel standard, House Bill 1091, recently passed the House. What's your take on this Democratic proposal?
So this policy would require low carbon fuels be provided here in Washington state, and it actually has several negative impacts on the people of Washington. First and foremost, it raises the price on gasoline and significantly raises the price on diesel. And diesel is what gets that package to your front door. It's what puts the food on the grocery store shelves. And when you start inflating those costs, those get passed on to working Washingtonians, making it more expensive to buy the stuff that they need for their families. So it is not proven to be a significant reducer of carbon in the air. We've seen other states who have tried this, unable to meet their ambitious goals set by the program, increase costs, and actually increase transportation on their roads by having a lot of these additional trucks be importing in this fuel we need. Now, the other aspect to the bill would allow for these biorefineries to be built here in Washington, but they actually put it in the bill to make it more difficult to site, survey, and implement. So by making it difficult to put in, you're going to make it even more expensive on the people of the state. It's really bad policy that is not going to help the average family right now.
A lot of really bad bills have passed the House recently, and one of those measures is House Bill 1236, which would put owners of rental properties in a really difficult financial position. Can you explain this measure?
House Bill 1236 would put numerous restrictions on landlords to whether or not they could renew a lease when a tenant's lease term is ended. And while the intentions behind it are good, unfortunately, the policy is going to end up protecting bad renters at the expense of not only the landlord, but more importantly, the community in which they live. This would not allow you to say not renew a lease if you have tenants who are being a nuisance in the neighborhood or going so far as being offensive sexually, racially to the other tenants or neighbors. This bill significantly restricts a property owner's right to do with their property what they see fit. And unfortunately, it's going to help a lot of bad actors at the expense of the rest of the community.
Another bill that would allow citizens through an attorney to sue their employers on behalf of the state is House Bill 1076. Can you share why that's a really bad idea?
House Bill 1076 is bad for both employees and for businesses. Right now in the state, we have an agency, Department of Labor and Industries, that is solely allowed to go in and look at workplace standards and issue citations and other orders to protect workers. This is a fair and impartial way to make sure that employees are protected and that small businesses are following the rules. House Bill 1076 would allow outside attorneys to come in and make millions of dollars chasing small businesses on what they perceive to be workplace violations. And this at really not any additional protections for the employee. It's essentially a way for trial attorneys to make a bunch of money through suing small businesses. We have a labor and industries agency that acts in a third-party fashion that has no case backlogs. This is simply another unnecessary bill to enrich powerful attorneys against small businesses and employees.